Okay, so this is page 3, and it says a bug begins to crawl up a vertical wire at time t equals 0. The velocity of the bug is given by the function whose graph is shown above. Always important to see what the graph actually shows. It's not showing position, it's showing velocity. Okay, we want to know at what value of t does the bug change direction. Okay, so velocity tells us whether we're moving up or down on the vertical wire. Usually it's left and right, but for this it's up and down, whatever. Okay, so when the velocity is positive, whoop, we're moving up. When the velocity is negative, we're moving down. So we want to know, basically, when the velocity switches, okay? Now, you probably think too hard about this. When the velocity switches, just when it goes from positive to negative, it's right there at 6. There's no real calculus shown, so it's just C. That's it. Okay, now 9's different. Total distance the bug traveled from 0 to 8. We haven't talked about this too much yet. We're about to get to it, but total distance traveled is simply area under the curve. Okay, so from 0 to 8, this question is really asking is what is the area under the curve from 0 to 8? So now I have to count. So here we go. This little rectangle here, that's 6 boxes worth very quickly. This triangle is 2 by 3, which is 6, so that's worth 3. That's worth 3. This triangle is 2 by 1, so that's worth 1, I believe. So let's add it up. That's 9, 12 minus 1 is 11. So C, it's 11. Okay. 10. An equation of the line tangent to the graph. Okay. So equation of line tangent to the graph, you're going to get your slope from the derivative. So the first thing is the derivative, which is derivative of cosine is negative sine, and then chain rule times 2. So the derivative is negative 2 sine 2x. Okay. That's the slope of the tangent line. We want it at pi over 4. So I'm going to plug in pi over 4, and I'm going to get this. Pi over 2. So sine of pi over 2 is 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So I know for a fact that the slope of this tangent line is negative 2. Okay. Now a point on this graph, let's see, they tell us the x-coordinate is pi over 4. I want to know what the y-coordinate is. So I'm just going to plug it in. So I plug this in, and I get cosine of pi over 2, which is 0. So that's the point. So then I do my little point slope form. This is what I get. I'm sorry, you can't see that darn thing. Okay, that's what you end up with, right? Okay, and then you look and you hope it's one of those answers, and yeah, it is. Looks like it's E.